la verità. Voglio capire.
But it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Che cazzo sono?
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Attiva il gen.
It's my store. I'm taking it.
Barry in
Hartman
the
kept
lodge.
talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Questo aspetta. Walter fights Danny.
Danny had stepped out, but what stumbled back in was something else.
No.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction.
Ah, questa. L'ultima.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Sì.
Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. We're on a comeback tour, baby.
We're on a comeback tour, baby.
Ah, l'ha appena detto.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Maybe you could come out and beat our regular adult diapered asses, Bert, since you're so tough, Bert. You think we haven't seen punks like you before? Mortal name. Yeah, you better hide, Birch. My wrath will break you. He's probably kidding, Birch. He's got a great sense of humor. Just ask Sinclair.
Ah, poverina però. Pensavo fosse una
The
stronza.
photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Ah, Hartman è il boss. Vaffanculo.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated.
Blocco
And
lo
I can't talk to
scrittore.
him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen? don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark.
Oh,
I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you
stronzo.
need to be careful with him.
No, lei ci voleva
Not
portare il
just going to
dottore.
listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Mott feels
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for, to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
È un coglione Mott. Ma Mott adesso è morto. Per forza. Barry?
Seriously, do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? I am famous. I represent...
Marito.
Ow, about time.
The sudden stop.
Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no. The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy out. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
So che cos'è il cutout? No, mai fidarsi delle tipe, soprattutto di Rose. No, bro, mi hai buggato. Bro. Eh sì, mi hai buggato.
But it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
No, da qui...
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they? It's
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come out and face the music, Birch! It's time to pay the piper!
Sono coglioni comunque.
You could come out and meet our regular adult diapered ass since you're so tough, Bert.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most
Lastly,
stubborn man
the
I've
Magnum
ever
is the
met.
strongest
Well, I'll
weapon
be
in the
sure to
game.
bear that in mind.
I personally
Hearing
only
her
use
voice,
it
what
against
she was saying,
difficult
made me
bosses
happy
or
and sick and guilty all at once. Worst
in
of
the
all,
final battle.
I recognized
If
the
you're playing
words.
any
The
modern
phone
Resident
call.
Evil games, of
It had
course,
been a
this
cut
doesn't
of
really
this.
matter,
Just a
because
recording.
enemies drop ammo, and you can
Rudolph
just find
Lane's
Magnum
case is
ammo
interesting.
randomly in the
He
world.
was completely blocked, and
In other
frankly, I
titles,
was about to
ammo is
discard
not
him as
random,
useless.
and
However,
there's only
once
so
Wake
many
arrived and
rounds
started
that you can
writing,
find in one
something
playthrough,
changed
so
in
keep that in
Rudolph.
mind if you're
He's
playing classic
producing
Resident Evil
extraordinary
games.
work, increasingly dark
Number
pieces.
4. If you're playing a
Unfortunately, he
classic
doesn't
Resident Evil
respond to
title,
direction at
or
all.
perhaps
And it's my
one of
belief
the
that he's not
remakes,
so much a
you may find it
creator
useful
as
to examine
an
objects and read
illustrator,
files.
perhaps, a
Please
recorder
read
of
files,
sorts.
even if you don't
I
care
hadn't considered the existence of such a role before,
about the
let
story.
alone its implications.
Most of the time,
on the
you'll find
paintings I had
solutions
used
or
on the
hints
informant.
to
At least he's
what you have to
easily
do next
controlled and
in the
useful.
game. Number 5.
I wish I could say
Consider
the
this a
same about
bonus,
Wake.
I guess.
It's frustrating.
Consider
The best
saving in
subjects are
different
always so
slots.
damn
By
difficult to
doing
deal
so,
with.
you won't have to worry about missable items or treasures, and it's very useful.
I'm buying that. I was tailing Wheeler,
Ah, vedi.
and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too.
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How'd your fragile little patience like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
Sì, vabbè.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Seriously, do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? I am famous. I represent...
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Si nasconde dietro di me.
Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy out. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Andiamo, Barry. Madò, Barry, mio marito.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Minchia, è intrappolato dentro. Con l'oscurità. E ride. Ma che cazzo? Hartman watches Wake
Hartman
from...
followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning, even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Cioè, vogliono succhiarmi il potere. Sì? Certo. Sì. Sì? Sì?
Find a way out.
Oddio. Ora. Mio Dio. L'ho scritto.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, Suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Most of us have got a shiver. Shiver down your back, a glimpse from the corner of the eye. You can't find it on purpose. But take a wrong turn, board the wrong bus, wonder where you are. And you find yourself in a small town, Night Springs. Tonight's episode, the dudes swear. Sometimes, even the simplest things prove amazing. Consider, you get in a car and leave a life behind. Easy? Not tonight.
Thanks for the ride, Mark. I'm so glad we're leaving this place. You have no idea.
What, Night Springs? Come on, Linda, relax. It's not that bad. Hey, what's that up ahead?
Oh, God. There's someone in the road. I think there's been an accident.
Live action.
Are you alright?
Oh no, Linda! Oh no! It was me on the road! Wait! Tell him to watch out for the truck! Watch out for the truck!
My God, Mark?
Senza senso.
Oh, God! No, please! God, no! Linda! Linda!
Thanks for the ride, Mark. I'm so glad we're leaving this place.
What, Night Springs? Come on, Linda, relax. It's not that bad. Hey, what's that up ahead?
Oh, God. There's someone in the road. I think there's been an accident. Are you alright?
Oh no, Linda! Oh no! It was me on the road! Wait! Tell him to watch out for the truck! Watch out for the truck!
My God, Mark?
And there you have it. A vicious cycle, brutally punctuated by the blast of an arrow and screaming metal. Many roads are dangerous, but not more so than the one that leads away from it. Night Springs. Magic, parlor tricks, smoke powers. But for some, magic is more than that. It's a way of working the secret machinery of reality itself. And more than one member of that eldritch brotherhood can be found in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, What's in a Name? We find an old man standing on an old, rusting, derelict bridge, leaning his bony frame against the cold steel. And though he looks iron, he is hard at work. His young apprentice attends to him, as good apprentices do.
Yes, yes. Coming along nicely. Don't you think, boy?
Yes, mate, yes.
Sir, we've been getting some complaints. You're defacing the bridge.
Oh. No, I wouldn't do that.
Sir, I can see the screwdriver in your hand and the scratches on the steel beams. You've been spotted doing this all over town.
Yes, I have been very busy, but I'm no vandal, officer.
Exactly what are you up to, sir?
He's writing his name on the town.
The youngster is correct. I'm writing my name, my whole name, the entire and complete description of my soul on the town. I'm almost done.
Yeah? Well, all I see is an old man tagging public property.
Oh, I should bow down to the wisdom of your years. Words have power, young man. Names and titles especially.
Uh-huh. And, what's your name supposed to be?
Tell him, boy. Tell him while I finish the carving.
Officer, it's...
Say my name, boy. Say it.
It's Night Springs, officer.
But isn't that...
Ci did Breaking Bad.
Town, isn't it?
Yes, it is from now on.
Wait, where'd he go? Where is he?
Oh, officer. You know where he is. And
should get in your car and drive away. And remember which town you're serving. Your will be done, Magus. Ah, yes. There are too many little towns to count, all of them with some little magic of their own. But some towns have more personality than others, and none more so than Night Springs.
Ok, ora è finito. Oh merda. Oh Gesù. No, come è chiuso? Perché è chiuso? No, ok. Aspetta. Sì, bro, ti vedo, cioè, prendi collezionabili. Madò, è tutto diventato cringe. Vedi? Cioè, purtroppo perdi tutte le tue armi, sta cosa non la capisco. Cioè... La pistola ce l'ha sempre. Non c'è più nulla.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al. Oh God!
Oh.
Look at the house, Al.
No, io scappo e basta. Ma quella come ha fatto ad andare di là? Boh. Devo andare per il labirinto, Gesù. Ottimo. Bro, sono in un labirinto, vedi un po' te. Don't trust Emil. Che cazzo è Emil?
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
The old god stage. Il primo è bello grosso. Oh merda.
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
Vabbè, sono completamente perso. Ah, qua dove sono venuto? Ok, ce l'ho fatta. Aspetta che non ho munizioni, quindi... Ah. No, madonna. Ah, è figo. Ma che cosa che dici? inseguono. Eccolo, il fucilozzo. Matt in charge. Oh, ne ha mangiato
Mott knew that
tutti.
Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Mott. Tutti ti aspettano. Andiamo via da un carretto. Dimmi che quello mancante... Sì. Barry attacked rating.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay. Okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
No, minchia, se muore Barry, piango. Emile made Tom do it. Emile è l'assistente. Guarda te. Qua c'è sempre la flare gun. No, la vedo già un tipo. Qua vedo già un manoscritto. Hartman states Wake.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Sì, Tom e Alan sono strasimili.
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Non ci credo. No, non ci credo, Barry, però mica di così in basso. Oh no. No, vabbè. Sbrigati. Minchia.
Please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the
Con anche il manichino
Say
dietro.
something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice They never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it. Look out!
Ecco. E la Madonna. Che stanno morendo di
lost my
più.
gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Beh, ma Barry è vivo, deve essere vivo. Barry non può morire.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall.
Tanto lui scappa.
Al, there's something moving down here.
Barry, it's a take-it! Use a flare, Barry!
Oh, yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
Minchia Barry, che grande. Tuttavia.
You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Ma sei deficiente.
This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Barry impazzito. Guardalo. Minchia. Quanto è cazzuto Barry. No. Walter
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Ok. No, vabbè, ma sta diventando un po' troppo crazy. Che cazzo è un vagone? Oh. Ok. Sì, vabbè. Ok. Ma sei uno stronzo. Madonna. Per fortuna che è morto. Sto prendendo tante di quelle ammazzate. Madonna. Bro, però devi correrci.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Ok.
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here.
È sweet, ma questo è un
Passed
piccolino.
outrider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest. Power up the
Nightingale
old lights by the
ammazzare.
gate. I could
Quindi
sense the
per
movement in the woods
poco.
ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Ah, però abbiamo la torcia. Cioè, o trovo un'arma o scappo. No. Dai. Madonna. Che culo. Della luce. Ti ho rotto i coglioni. Ciao, va bene tutto. Che qua non c'è nulla.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Ah, quella è Nightingale. Sì. Allora, se mi dai anche una bella pistola. Non mi dispiacerebbe.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Ma non è Barry. Qua. Cazzo succede? Oh.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light.
La storia.
I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
The
dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Quando finisce, per questo, perché se finisce la storia è libero, non ha più manoscritti da seguire. Ok, ho capito. Cazzo, pieno di trappole. E la Madonna comunque. C'è da tagliare. The patience.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
No.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
You take a few. Grazie. Adesso nella trappola. No. Beh, non posso comunque spiegare i colpi pompa. Cioè io seguire il sentiero. Corro. Vabbè. Oh mio Dio. Tosta sta parte. No, io non posso esplorare.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Grazie per questo regalo.
Hello? Anybody here?
Mary!
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah!
Non è bello, per fortuna.
Please! Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
The front door was locked.
Messo. Push.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went
Era
to
lui.
the farm again.
È lui Walter.
Moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. My buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy who wrote this crap anyway.
Io. No, Walter. Il mio amico. Oh, va bene, almeno avevi una pistola.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
Sì. Ah, ecco perché noi siamo i protagonisti. Perché allora poi nel 2 sceglie Saga come protagonista? Oh man.
Let me guess. Danny, huh? The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Ok, va bene. Checkpoint. Quei due fratelli lì.